Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us for this special meeting of council. We'll just begin very quickly with going through a roll call. When I call out your district, please reply with name. District 1.
Bruce Prout.
District 2.
McDonald.
District 3. District 3.
District 3 is Wayne. I'm looking at him. But
Can you hear me,
Can you
Wayne?
hear us, Wayne?
Take that as a
Oh, he's
no.
frozen.
Looks like Wayne's computer's froze too.
Yeah. All right. District 5.
Gregory Hemming.
Sorry, I think I skipped District 4, didn't I? District 4.
Yes, you did. And I had feelings. I'll have you know, I had feelings. You hurt them. McNeil.
District 6.
Alec Morrison.
District 7, myself, Timothy Obinsky. District 8. Somebody else has dropped out on us.
They,
District 8. District 9.
Wendy Sheridan.
District 10.
Martha Roberts.
And District 11.
Diana. No.
All right, thank you very much, folks.
You didn't get District 3.
There he is. Okay, I think we lost your sound for a minute or two there, Wayne. Thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome.
We're here to discuss a couple of issues that need to be discussed in camera. I'd like to request a motion to go in camera through a conference telephone call under the provision of the MGA section 22 E contract negotiations and F solicitor client privilege. Could I have that motion?
Neil. McNeil.
Motions made by Councillor McNeil and seconded by Councillor Sheridan. All in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
I
Opposed? Motion is
I
carried.
think-
Thank you very much. Could you turn off the-
think Alex is having a problem with his there, I think.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
And
There you
Michael Gunn hasn't come in yet either.
He was
there.
He was there. He must have dropped out too.
Oh,
That was
Could you terminate our recording, please, Carolyn? Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. I'd like to welcome you back to our special meeting of council. We had two matters to discuss in camera. The first of those was an offer of assistance that we have received from our friendship city, Shushan in China. I just want to say right off the bat that when we extended help to that city when it was in difficult straits at the beginning of the COVID-19 outbreak, we did so on behalf of our residents because we believe that the best way, the only mechanism at our disposal to fight the disease at that point was on the soil where it was. We wanted to see what could be done to slow its progress there, and this was our small contribution to that. And we also, of course, did it out of concern for a city with which we had established a friendship agreement and established a number of connections for our local businesses. We never did it with the expectation of receiving something in return. And I'm really proud of the municipality for what it did. However, the city of Shushan reached out to us early in April with an offer of assistance because they saw, of course, that the COVID-19 infection was on the rise in Canada. It was an offer that we received gratefully, and we responded at the time that while we were grateful, we didn't think that there was any particular pressing need right at that moment that needed to be addressed. Now, of course, a month has passed when we watched the development in our community. We know that there are certainly strains on our resources in a number of different areas. The city of Shushan wrote us again just yesterday through David Wong and offered to donate 5,000 masks to the residents of Annapolis County. It's an overwhelming gesture. We're very, very grateful for it. They've also indicated that if we need further assistance to contact them. So pursuant to that, I believe, Carolyn, you have a motion that you could read out for us.
I do. That the municipality of the County of Annapolis accept the offer from our friendship city of Shushan of the donation of 5,000 masks to assist in our efforts in combating COVID-19, and furthermore to authorize the warden and clerk to sign the waiver received with the offer, and further to send a letter of appreciation and thanks to our friendship city of Shushan.
Move.
And that's moved by Councillor Fowler and seconded by Councillor LeBlanc. Discussion on the motion, folks. Councillor Gunn.
Thank you. So the waiver, what, could you tell us what the waiver was again?
I think it's a waiver so that if any sort of it's a waiver of liability for the product. I build Irish harps for a living. I maintain business in, can you not hear me?
Okay, go ahead.
Sorry. I maintain business insurance and have to maintain business insurance against the almost inconceivable possibility that one of my harps should injure somebody of its own volition. It's circumstances very difficult to envision arising, but I believe that the waiver is similar in content.
And I will point out that not a lot of lives depend on harps,
True enough.
but many will possibly depend on these masks.
Absolutely.
So no, I'm all for it. Thank you very much, Sue Chen. But I'm just wondering what the waiver, how much, if will they pass Canadian standards? I think somebody brought that up before.
Yeah.
And if not, we can, certainly use
Oh
it
yes.
somewhere.
Well, and I would note that some of the masks that we were able to send to Sue Chen were not N95 masks.
That's right, yeah.
We sent some dust masks as well, which I know were deployed in schools to protect kids there. Masks that aren't N95 still have a utility.
Yeah,
You would
hopefully-
want to use them in a medical environment, but whatever we receive, we'll definitely verify what it is and make sure that it's deployed for the best use of residents of Annapolis County.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you. Further discussion, folks? All right. Hearing none, all in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's carried. Thank you very much. And Carolyn, could you read the text of our next motion, please? So this
Timothy, if I might,
yes, Councillor McNeil.
Councilor Roberts, or Deputy Warden Roberts isn't on here right now. I can't see her. I see her microphone, but I don't see her.
Right. Councillor, Deputy Warden, are you able to unmute yourself? And have you phoned in? Can you hear us? I'll take that as a no. If somebody could text.
I'm calling her right
Martha,
now. I'll
and
see if I can get her.
if you could, that'd be great.
There she is.
Hi, Martha.
You can hear me now?
Good. So you managed to phone in. Thank you for that, Councillor McNeil. Yes, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
I can hear you, but I couldn't hear Mike.
Oh, okay. All right. Michael, could you just say something just to see if Councillor Roberts can hear you?
Test.
Did you
On
cut?
the phone, yeah.
Okay, good. Excellent. All right. Carolyn, could you read our next motion, please?
Do you want to introduce the subject?
Yes. So this motion, as people know, of course, we had intended to hold a public consultation on Zoom at the request of the Department of the Environment for Nova Scotia. They have indicated that they do not consider a Zoom meeting acceptable as a mechanism for public consultation, and in consequence, it becomes it lacks utility, so we won't be conducting it. If you could read out the motion for us, Carolyn.
Whereas the Nova Scotia Department of Environment does not approve the Zoom platform for a public meeting, I move that Municipal Council cancel the public Zoom meeting regarding the West Paradise Solid Waste Transfer Facility that was scheduled for May 14th, 2020, and that the rationale be approved by Council, placed on our webpage and other county platforms, and be sent to the media and the Nova Scotia Department of Environment.
Thank you very much. Could I have a mover for that, please?
McNeil.
Moved by Councillor McNeil and seconded by Councillor Hemming. Thank you very much. Discussion on the motion. Councillor Gunn.
Thank you. I only got one word, and I call it ironic. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. If there's nothing further, all in favor of the motion signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's carried. Thank you. Councillor McDonald, was that an A or an A?
I deny.
Thank you very much. All right. That being the case, that is the end. Oh, Councillor Prout. Yes. Thank you.
If you would, I'd like to bring something up if possible.
Please.
As you're aware, I inquired if I could get some information from the Upper Room Food Bank in Kingston pertaining to our motion from our last meeting where we agreed to provide some funding to food banks within the Annapolis County area. a couple of conversations with Harvey Hazelwood, who helps to run that operation. First one informed me that about 85% of District 1, over 50% of District 11, and a section of John's district in District 2 is served by the Upper Room Food Bank, and had a further conversation with him this past weekend. I was wondering hours of operation, and I'll share this with the counselors that I haven't shared it with yet. There are currently 357 active cases out of the Upper Room Food Bank. That's anyone who, you become inactive once you haven't taken advantage of it or used it, shall I say, for 2 years. So those people are currently on the files, and in March there were 170 families who used the food bank and went there, and I was told by Harley that approximately 40% of those numbers are people in Annapolis County. So 40% of 170, you're looking at roughly 68 people more or less, or 68 families more or less. And with that information, I would like to make the motion to council if they would considering making a similar donation to the Upper Room Food Bank for the help that they provide our citizens in the eastern end of the county. If we would extend the same measure of a donation to them.
I'll second that.
Discussed.
Thank you, Councillor Prout. So it was moved by Councillor Prout and seconded by Councillor McNeil. Discussion on the motion, and I've seen 2 hands. Councillor Gunn. Oh, Carolyn, would you like to speak to it first?
You're asking in a roundabout way, but would you be more clear, Councillor? Are you asking for a donation of $2,000 as was provided to the other food banks in Annapolis County?
If the seconder is in agreement, that would be my motion, yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Good. All right. First, Councillor Gunn.
Oh, fine. I'm fine with it.
Good. Councillor Morrison.
Thank you. I've been to a number of meetings with the man about whom Bruce was talking, who looks after the Upper Room in Kingston. He's very dedicated, and he's come up with what we might call standard procedures, but which are really innovative for the people that come there, to try not only to try to have them not depend 100% on food bank. He's held classes with recipes. At various times they've purchased crock pots and given them out to folks. So it's really a very enhanced and extended food bank, and I support the motion entirely.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Councillor Henning.
I'm just curious, is Kings County making the same sort of donation? Do you have any idea? Is there any policy that they're doing for these food banks?
I don't know what Kings County has done. I believe that Lunenburg has done something similar.
Okay. I just out of curiosity, I strongly support the motion.
Thank you very much.
I'm not sure, I didn't bring that up with Harley. I just said that I was going to put it forward here.
Councillor McDonald, had you had your hand up? Did you want to speak to this?
I really don't see how Mr. Hemming brought it up. It doesn't matter to me if Kings County has contributed or not. What matters to me is the homework done by Councillor Prout, and so many people at the east end of our county use this facility, and maybe giving it a little bit of help is appropriate.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Councillor McDonald. Councillor LeBlanc, you'd like to speak?
And I'm just going to echo what McDonald has said, because it takes in our three different districts.
Yes.
And so it's worthwhile putting the same donation as far as I'm concerned.
Absolutely. All right. Okay.
We lost Martha again. We lost Martha again.
Oh. Shall we wait and see if she calls back in, or would you like to proceed with the vote, folks?
Martha's on the phone. I had it muted, but she's on the phone. She's heard
And,
it.
and Martha, you're in favor as well, yes?
Yes.
Excellent, of course. All right, if there's nothing further, then all in favor of the motion signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's carried. Thank you very much, everyone, for taking some time today. Councillor Morrison, yes?
Thank you. With the permission of my colleagues, I would like to remind us all that this week is the 75th anniversary of the Second World War. And this morning, the Prime Minister spoke with the Prime Minister of the Netherlands concerning the work by the Canadian military in liberating Holland in 1945. And the two prime ministers agreed that at 2 p.m., whatever Upper Canada time is, 3 p.m. our time, the citizens of both countries would observe 2 minutes of silence. So I would ask you to bear that in mind at 3 p.m. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that reminder, Councillor Morrison. All right, if there's nothing further, I'll ask for a motion to adjourn.
Is that today, Alex?
Yes, that's today. That's right.
Thank you.
Moved by
I'll move.
Councillor McDonald, seconded by Councillor LeBlanc. Sorry, Councillor McNeil. All in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's carried. Thank you very much, everybody. Have a good day.
You all have
Thank
a
you.
good day.
Stay safe.